Huh.
Welcome to World
Jeff's
Class
leading
Bullshit.
off for the Yankees.
Oh, I am? Thanks. Anyway,
Yeah.
intro cut in aside. Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is not Dion Green, but the last standing Samoan, Nick Utam.
I was frozen today.
Fuck that movie. Yeah, dude, I love Christopher Lloyd, but I hate Suburban Commando.
It's an American classic. Come on now.
You are from another country, so you would think. Well, Samoa's technically owned by America, right?
Shh.
All right, and live from the World Cup, it's Kendo Slice.
Hi, Jeff. It's a beautiful day here at Southampton, New York at Shinnecock Hills for the U.S. Open. Lovely first round. Fairly tough, though. Out of the 156 golfers, only 5 are even or better. So it's been pretty crazy.
So, guys, today is the 5-year anniversary of Man of Steel. And Zack Snyder released his film and ruined the DCEU as we know it. So tonight we'll talk about that, as well as anything else you guys want to talk about. So light up the chat and let us know. But before we get into that, a very special shout-out to our listener of the week, Darren Copson. Also, a very special shout-out to our meme of the week, Seth Scott, for his hashtag #MeTooRoseTico meme. Yeah. So before we get into tonight's show, we got to give a very special shout-out to... We'll say what?
So Darren Copson has quickly become my new listener BFF.
Yeah, he's legit. So let's give us a quick shout out to our new patrons: Justin DeRosa, Pickmaster Flex, Jim Partial, Astro Lime, Mark Wells, Ryan Farnham, Michael DeHar, Andrew McAvoy, Bernard Babunski, Daniel Smith, and who else we got? Kurt Cole, Kyle Parrish, and Jay Reed, Jerry Carey, Comrade Commissar, and Andy Need. So thank you to all of our newest patrons. We greatly appreciate your support in helping World Class Bullshitters grow and helping us change the world of pop culture. We keep growing every day, and we keep challenging those in power who make shitty entertainment decisions. And soon we'll be challenging Brie Larson. All right. So now it's time for the news, because next week it's irrelevant. So, have you guys heard the news, the big news, that Ben Affleck is not Batman anymore?
I mean, I've heard inklings of it, and I mean, I remember hearing after this last one, they're gonna do a Flashpoint movie where it's gonna retcon the last stuff, and it's gonna be a new Batman or something. I remember hearing that vaguely. So,
yeah, it's been a rumor that's been out there for a while. Will he? Won't he? Type of thing.
Well, Yahoo Movies put out an article today. Ben Affleck's Batman is out. Dueling Jokers in. Everything we know about DC's future movies. And they start talking about the movies that are coming out, like Aquaman, which we'll talk about, Shazam, Wonder Woman 1984. But without Ben Affleck, do you think it's... I'm not saying it's not going to work without Ben Affleck, but what I am saying is I think it's going to be kind of jarring to have everyone else be the same and he's the only one that's different.
yeah, it is. I mean, he's going to be odd man out, and we're kind of used to Affleck right now. And I thought he was a fine Batman. He wasn't, he was good. He wasn't great, but he was okay. And then all of a sudden, not have him in there, it's just kind of like, wow, that's DC. You're still fucking it up, man. Still fucking it up.
Yeah,
just keep it consistent. Can you not fucking even do that? Come on, man.
You've seen these movies. You know what they can and can't do.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, my problem...
I think it'll be jarring for a little bit. The first movie or so might be wow, everybody's the same, but there's a different Batman. I mean, it'd be like if Adam West would have left the Batman TV show and they would have replaced it with somebody else. For the first week or two, you'd be like, what the fuck? And then I think you just kind of get into it.
Burt Reynolds?
It would just come dude, that might actually be awesome.
He's just smoking and he's like, all right, whatever. Let's go get Joker.
The Batmobile is now the fucking car from Smokey and the Bandit.
Well, the Thunderbird? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
That would be
a Thunderbird.
I'd be down with that. I'd be down with that.
Well, to be fair, that car didn't exist in 1967. So what would he be driving? Like a Chevette?
Chevette.
I don't know. I don't know cars.
Yeah, no, neither do I.
Well, 67 was the first year for the Camaro, so we'll just put him in one of those. It's the
All right,
Hoosier Batmobile.
fine. We'll do that then.
Your Batmobile. I'm down with that. So with Ben Affleck out, I want to know who you guys think should replace him.
Steve Carell.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds at this age, right?
the man can barely
DC can't do any worse, can they?
Oh God, you're right. I'm about to say he can't even stand up straight without using a couple of canes or whatever. Like, it's bad.
Well,
oh, dude, it'd be a perfect casting choice. Burt Reynolds now as Batman and Sally Field as Robin. DC, make that happen.
Oh my God, she rips off her Robin outfit and she's a flying knight again. She's like, hooray!
Dude, it would be the highest. I guarantee it'd be the highest grossing DC, film of the last, decade.
Her and Superman get into it. I'd watch that.
God damn it, I would too. It would be more fun than Captain Marvel.
That's true. Okay. Oh my God, Burt Reynolds is 82 years old. Holy shit! I thought he was younger than that. Damn.
Why?
No, he's been acting for like 50 years.
Yeah. He's old school.
Yeah. No shit.
Really old school.
Yeah. He invented the school. That's how old he is.
He built that shit himself.
He built that shit himself.
A lot of people in the chat are saying Jake Gyllenhaal for Batman. Jake Gyllenhaal. Or now I see Justin Bieber, Val Kilmer as a fat. You know what? Val Kilmer played Batman. He wasn't that bad. I think you could bring him back. He's coming back for Top Gun.
It's true.
I mean, I would say Michael Keaton, but then Michael Keaton's doing a lot better stuff now, and
I don't know, man.
Really
Batman '89 was fantastic.
No. That's true.
No.
That's true. Yeah. It wouldn't be the same. So that's why I'm like, I mean, he could definitely roll those new actors very easily. But like it would be interesting to watch, but I don't know.
I'm okay if Christian Bale were to come back and we just kind of act like it's a continuation of the previous movies. Like, hey, remember the good ones that you guys liked?
Yeah, I could live with that.
Yeah,
but that won't happen. They messed that up. When did they cast Ben Affleck? 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, 5 years ago. 5 years ago.
Yeah, because Dark Knight Rises was what, 2011 or 12?
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah, so it was like right after that.
Yeah, he was so good at the time. Like, I didn't really want it. Like, I got over the voice and I was comfortable with it.
Martha.
Oh God, just they're probably gonna cast somebody young and up and comer who they can pay very little. That's what they're gonna do. They're not gonna get anybody good.
Right?
They can't can't have somebody young be Batman because.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I mean, like somebody, like I don't know, somebody not that well known, but somebody they can pay like very little, less than Affleck to fucking be Batman.
A lot of people will take the gig for being less than Affleck.
I'm jumping on the bandwagon now. I'm getting on the bandwagon before it leaves the station. Idris Elba for Batman.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. There's your diverse Batman. Idris Elba.
I'll co-sign that one, guys.
Yeah.
Elba Batman.
Black British dude as Batman. Perfect. And he has to like keep the accent. He doesn't no change into an American accent. You got to speak like he does normally.
Who else could we cast Idris Elba as? Like, people in the chat, give me your worst Idris Elba casting. Like, please. Like, Idris Elba is like Mary Magdalene. Idris Elba as Aunt May. Idris Elba as Paul McCartney in a biopic about the Beatles. Like, just give me your worst. Idris Elba can play.
Idris Elba as Homer Simpson.
My favorite one already popped up. Bond.
That's too easy. I was gonna say it, but like, no, that's too easy.
God damn. Flo on the Brady Bunch. Wow. Idris Elba is Marty McFly. Cool. Yeah, we do Back to the Future 4, and it shows like flashbacks of Marty from 85, and then it goes to current day, and it's just Idris Elba as Marty McFly. There's no explanation. Awesome. Everyone's the same. And it's just Idris Elba as Marty McFly.
Time travel turned him black.
No, Indiana Jones.
Wait,
Yeah,
no.
Idris Elba's Mary Poppins.
He
I'd
can
buy
be
that
short
for a
round.
dollar.
No. He can be short round in Indiana Jones. Okay, he can be short round.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Awesome.
Thank you. We got a super chat from SGT Low. Idris Elba as Stan Lee.
Like the comic?
Dude, that's what you do. You take all the Marvel movies and you just go back and reissue them and cut out all the Stan Lee cameos and just put Idris Elba over it. But here's what you do. You do it in the most broke dick way, too. So it's still Stan Lee's body, but you just like CGI Idris Elba's face and it's just smiling. So all the dialogue Stan says comes out of Stan Lee, but it's smiling Idris Elba head just floating there on his body.
Oh my god.
American Trent 421. Thank you. Elba, where the hell is Beaks, Mortimer? Hey guys.
There we
Oh
go.
my God.
Idris Elba as both Duke's brothers.
Yeah. So when they say about letting Eddie Murphy run their company, what they run the company, he runs the company.
You know what? They just don't change the dialogue at all, and you're just kind of like, what? Wait a sec. All right. Let it go. Just let it roll. Just let it roll.
We got some more super chats rolling in. First off, from Jeff the Iron Wolf, thank you. Idris Elba is Flash Gordon,
Oh, yeah.
quarterback for the New York Jets, and something else. I don't know how that movie goes. We have another one from Cosmic Dragon, or excuse me, Cosmic Dogaran. Idris Elba is Hitler disguised as Idris Elba in the MCU. SGT Low, thank you very much. Idris Elba is Ethan Van Sciver. I like that. Is he gonna quit, or is he gonna leave DC as well? Like, you know. Yeah, somebody sent me an article about that today, and all these people were talking shit about him. I'm like, this isn't even accurate information. I can see why misinformation gets out there like this, because stupid websites about comic books publish lies and false information. So
Fake news.
yeah, it's all fake. It's all bullshit if it comes from CBR or comicbook.com. Idris Elba is Bilbo Baggins in Black Panther.
That would definitely make Lord of the Rings way the fuck better.
Yeah, just go back and reshoot it all and just have him play like all the hobbits.
We got a super chat from Shamaniac. People hated the voice, but watch the Joker interrogation scene and tell me you've ever seen a more intense and unhinged Batman. He's psycho there.
If only he was smoking a carton of Reds to go with the voice.
I'm sorry, Michael Keaton asked me if I want to get nuts called and said, easy, kid.
But he's technically not Batman in that scene, so... Yeah. No, I like that scene. Have you guys ever seen the parody of that one where Batman's like, why do you want to kill me? And the Joker's like, what'd you say to me? And Batman just goes back with, why do you want to kill me? And the Joker's like, I can't understand what you're saying. Do you remember that video, Dion?
Oh my god.
Yeah, the one where it's like, do you have throat cancer? What?
Exactly. Did you smoke a fuckload of cigarettes?
I love those videos. I love the guy so much because he did like 8 of them for fucking Batman. And I think at one point Patton Oswalt plays Penguin or something. Like, oh my god, it's fucking ridiculous.
Oh no, you're thinking of the Pete Holmes ones, right?
Oh yeah. Those ones.
Where he's talking about we did anal and oral and not or in a different order or something like that. I don't know. Exactly
I love that one so much. I love that skit so much. He's like, you're saying if I push this red button, there's gonna be an explosion. I was like, god damn it.
I'm marinating the flavor or whatever he says.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing that was nice about Christian Bale's Batman is it lent itself to endless parodies.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god!
And you know what happened with Chris Nolan and Christian Bale when those parodies came out? And people made fun of them. They didn't say a fucking word. Nothing happened. It's fucking weird.
I know, right?
It's like they just let that shit roll off. You know, it's fucking weird.
Yeah. It was a simpler time just a few short years ago when everyone that was listening was still alive. All of a sudden, everyone became assholes or something.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Michael Scambati. Hi, Jeff. Can you please talk about the joke?
Hello?
What?
What's up? What are you saying?
I would say that all the Idris Elba stuff has inspired me to maybe do our famous world-class.
Beep boop.
Yep.
You cut out. Michael Scambati, can you talk about the Joker blogs? Yep, you're gonna get that this month on Patreon, my friend. So anyway, I think we've talked enough about Ben Affleck as Batman. Let's talk about the other pieces of news from the DCEU this week. First off, we had our look at Aquaman. Did you guys get to see these images from Aquaman the movie?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I didn't care about it when it was announced. I didn't care about it now. I just don't care about it.
I mean, it's not that I don't care about it. It just doesn't look like it looks like. It looks like a fucking, a mid-rate DC. There's nothing about the striking. It's still fucking doom and gloom. The costume doesn't look all that imaginative from what we saw in Justice League. It's just, I haven't seen anything to get excited about that yet.
Black Angus Review says Elba is the trans-hated Leto in Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh my god! Whoo!
I might be watching a movie.
We need to get a hashtag on, like hashtag cast Idris Elba, and show a picture of something completely unrelated to Idris Elba, like I don't know, a picture
Arthur
of
and Golden Girls.
Yeah, cast Idris Elba.
We'll see.
Am I coming through? That's what I was gonna say.
You nothing. You're just like blah blah blah.
Beep boop beep bop Idris Elba.
Yeah. Anyway, though, this Idris Elba thing. Let's get this rolling, guys. We got hashtag more profitable than Disney Star Wars on the High Council. Let's get hashtag let's cast Idris Elba, because that was a lot.
And tag him in it. Fucking tag him in it if you're on Twitter. Just tag him in that shit.
It's all in good fun. It's like they're going to be like, there's an online harassment campaign against Idris Elba. It's like, really? Cast him as Blanche from the Golden Girls as harassment? What fucking world do we live in?
Yeah, it's just a joke.
Idris Elba is Whitney Houston, Dion.
What in Bodyguard?
No, just as Whitney Houston in life.
Oh shit!
Like he puts out albums and shit in her name with just a wig on. I want to dance with somebody style.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's too funny. So the Aquaman thing, I wasn't really interested in the images, but then I thought about how I liked Aquaman in Justice League. So let's hope that it's obviously the same actor. Hopefully they keep that kind of gruff exterior, and he doesn't just all of a sudden change to this like noble warrior. Like keep that, and I hope Nicole Kidman doesn't suck.
That's always the 50-50 with Nicole Kidman. It's either good Nicole Kidman or shitty Nicole Kidman with an even shittier accent, and we're just left being like, what the fuck?
I don't think we've had good Nicole Kidman in decades. Like Batman Forever. I like that one.
It was all right in Australia.
I don't watch that horse shit. I don't have a wife that likes musicals. I like Hugh Jackman, but I ain't watching that or The Greatest Showman or that horse shit that you watch.
Greatest Showman was wonderful, sir. You hold your tongue.
I didn't watch it yet, but I heard it was horrible.
Yet is the important word in that sentence. Yet. I'll go up there for New Year's. Hey, man, we're going to watch some movies. All right, cool. What do we watch? Lethal Weapon 3, this, that, and the other. Nah, The Greatest Showman in Australia. I'll be like, cool. I'm going to go get drunk in the back bedroom and go to bed. Jeremy Peerboom.
You ain't Wolverine, motherfucker.
Yeah, Jeremy Peerboom is not Wolverine. Thank you, though, for the super chat. Idris Elba is Vince McMahon in the McMahon biopic.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's funny. I can imagine it. You're fired, mate. Another one from American Trent 421. Idris Elba is the albino monk from the Da Vinci Code.
Oh my god.
Oh
yes.
My god, we have so much fun with you. I wish I had the know-how to like put Idris Elba's face in all these movies, like you guys suggested with the smile where it just talks.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of the most inappropriate scenes for Idris Elba.
I mean, that's like, all this you got to get a face and then like just literally stamp it on like another actor and just track it.
That's perfect. And then we just call it Actors Corner with Idris Elba.
I want the scene from The Crying Game where the dude thinks he's with a girl and the dick flops out, but instead of a dick, it's just a picture of Idris Elba's face. I think that.
Oh my god!
You was Idris Elba.
Bond, James Bond, or some dumb shit. Oh my god, you could fuck that up so hardcore. Let's see. Peephole Circus, thank you. Batman the Cult writes in badass book. It needs love. I own Batman the Cult. I enjoyed it. Rest in peace, Bernie Wrightson. That guy was a master, and he passed away. He had a rough end though. I think he had some kind of brain cancer, some kind of tumor, or something that left him really unable to draw, and then he just passed away. So,
jeez, man, that is horrible.
So here's one thing I did want to talk about with you guys. Well, hold on. Mr. Pete Channel, thank you. Idris Elba is Charlie Brown in a live-action musical.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes.
Who would be Lucy?
Sandra Bullock.
Linus? How about Ed Asner? He's like 98 years old, but, you know.
Sure,
whatever.
why not?
And Jerry Mathers is the Beaver. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about Wonder Woman 1984, though. I've been wanting to talk to you guys about that for the last couple days. Do you think Wonder Woman in 1984 is a good idea?
I think it's a horrible idea. I really do. I don't see. Like I get the Soviet thing. I get that connection, but I don't like World War I was was well because it reminded people of World War II. It was close to that storyline. And you know that whole like not American hero, but that superhero element is really cool in World War II, and it fits. But I don't think it fits really well in the era of the Cold War, where there's this background. Like, how does that, like, someone who can block bullets in fights with a whip, how does that fit against the cat and mouse of the Cold War? I don't think that fits very well at all. Like, what's she gonna show up in Afghanistan and help Al Qaeda fight the Soviets? Like, what's the end game?
No, better yet, she's in a fucking shopping mall, and basically it's just one big circle jerk of, hey, Stranger Things is popular, let's mix it with Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I think it's a fucking terrible idea.
Yeah, that seems to be what they're kind of going for. I don't know, man. It's weird.
You know, I used to think 80s nostalgia throwback stuff would be really awesome, like after I watched I Love the 80s, and now I'm just sick of it. Because they're picking all the shittiest parts of the 80s to glorify, with the exception of like the Goonies, which is what it was.
Yeah. It is just the horror version of the Goonies. I mean, I'm still okay with it because I mean I don't watch that much stuff that references the 80s that much, so it's fine. Stranger Things is still good, so also watch season 3. But like, it's one of those things they're milking too fucking hard, and they just need to quit doing it. Like, make up your own stories. Don't rely on a whole decade to like make your movie awesome. Like, don't do that.
Well, plus, like, the other thing too is if you do so much, when you again, and I understand, Wonder Woman was a good film. I get that, but when you do too much, you have to explain why she's not mentioned at all in Superman. When she's doing all these things that the rest of the world would not be able to ignore. World War I, that's one thing. It's in the crux of the fighting. That's something that can get kind of tossed up in the minutia. And she was active during the Cold War in the 80s. That's only 30 years before Superman shows up. So you'd have to explain how no one was like, yo, where the fuck is Wonder Woman?
She's at the Louvre cleaning that statue's dick or whatever. That's what she did for 30 years.
I have to get every crevice.
The crevasse.
Every ball wrinkle.
Because they pretty much established very clearly that she wasn't doing anything when Bruce found her in Batman vs Superman. So you got to explain that shit.
I'm looking at the image though right here, and Wonder Woman's looking at a bunch of TVs. The only things I recognize, she's watching Dallas and National Lampoon's Vacation. So that's cool that they're throwing a nod to Vacation. I love that movie. But then the next picture is Steve Trevor in a shopping mall. And I thought Steve Trevor died. So that's kind of like, oh my God, he's back. That's the thing they're trying to get the internet riled up with.
Yeah,
probably it's a flashback, or she's...
No, it's not a flashback. He's in a 1980s shopping mall.
Right, she got a hold of the time stone.
Interacting with people.
The picture shows him interacting with people?
He's there walking around these people. He's not like floating or anything else. He's there.
Yeah, that doesn't exactly, that's not proof that he's like a character. Like,
How is it not proof that he's a character?
He could be a fucking hallucination. That doesn't prove that he's like.
She's not in the picture. It's a picture of an old version of him walking in a mall.
Right, but that's not proof of him. Like he's part of.
Why would he be aged a certain way?
Like he's a spy that came back. That doesn't prove anything.
I'm not saying
maybe he's a ghost time traveler.
He's in the fucking movie and he's aged, is what I'm saying. It's not about that, but they're relying on this kind of conversation to build hype for the movie. Oh, Steve Trevor's back. I didn't even care that he died in the first place.
Right.
But
yeah, he died like Captain America. It was fucking weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to copy that. The sentence underneath it says, Kristen Wiig will also star in the movie as Cheetah. And then you lost me. Fuck.
Womp, womp.
Real quick, another super chat from Jeremy Peerboom. Idris Elba is Bryce Dallas Howard's character in Jurassic World. Thanks to Mahler's review on the film, I'm glad I passed on seeing that shit tonight. I didn't realize it was out tonight. Did you guys?
I think it came out early in Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Europe gets it at least a week before we do.
Let's see what else we got. There's a couple more that popped up. I don't want to forget anybody. Cosmic Dorgan, Idris Elba to wear his armor 24/7 every day forever. Rhino 4563, Idris Elba is Cecil. I'm down with that.
You know what? I've got an idea for a contest.
What?
Listeners, give us your best Photoshop poster of any movie or TV show or something with Idris Elba in it.
Don't say something. Movie or TV show. We'll go with that.
All right. So best movie poster with Idris Elba in it. Submit it to us at World Class Bullshitters on Facebook, and the winner, I'll give them a solo poster from the movie.
Okay, I'm sure they want that.
It's gonna be a real short supply.
Or Black.
Good thing you showed up.
Or Black Panther. Well, it's the one that I got from Fandangus.
Fandingus. Cosmic Dorgan says Idris Elba at the North Tower at 10:30 a.m. Okay. She said 9/11 joke?
Damn.
Fuck, that's cold.
Damn.
Yeah, we're definitely growing as a channel when we get those popping up. Thank you, though. Aaron Cook, anyone else want a Maximum Overdrive remake since we be on the 80s?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, I'm not a real big fan of that movie to begin with. It is good, but like, I think it needs to be touched up. It could use it, but especially with them dealing with technology and like machines getting taken over and shit like that. Yeah, we could use it. I'd be okay with that.
Mike Hunt, hi Mike. Wonder Woman 2: The Quest for Peace. Be a good title for the film. If we can get John Cryer in it.
I'm not watching it.
Well, I'm just saying, if it's Wonder Woman 1984, it's going to be Wonder Woman 2, cocaine and fucking guns or whatever. I don't know.
It's Wonder Woman at Studio 54. just getting fucked up.
Just snorting coke and getting fucked in the bathroom. That's all it is.
And it's literally the same. Like Fusion Man still shows up. Everyone's like, I thought you were dead. He goes, Wonder Woman.
Let's go all out with it. Wonder Woman is pretty in pink.
Another John Cryer movie. There we go. John Cryer is the key to all this. Another super chat from Edward Dubois. Forgive my tardiness, High Council. I submit myself to you, my overlords, for mercy. Yes, a white guy just referred to a black guy as an overlord and paid to do so. Screw your toxicity, SJWs. These people are all about. Quick detour, Dion. We haven't been able to talk about it. What do you think of this Ryan Johnson attacking the fans, calling him a man baby situation?
Listen. Initially, I was like, I'm furious. I need to get on a one-off video with Jeff. But then I realized this is good. This is good. Hugely, hugely benefits us. One, because in the first little column here, they're going to do all this shit. And then when episode 9 rolls around, they're going to go on and on about how great the fucking fans are and how real the fans are and how loyal the fans are. And they're going to magically stop all this bullshit about man babies. Secondly, it's good because people like us are going to remind them. And one person specifically tweeted to him, said, oh, okay, so when we have a legitimate issue with the film. We're man babies now. And he goes, we're not listening. And I can't wait for when that movie comes out. Everyone at the wood was going to be like, hey, remember when you were calling us man babies and you said that you weren't fucking listening anymore? And you refused to show specific examples of how all these Star Wars fans are fucking racist, sexist, misogynists. I can't wait for that to happen. So at first I was like, you know what, Rian? Shut the fuck up. But now I'm just like, no, keep going. Please keep that up.
Yeah.
Every single Star Wars fan can remember this shit because 99% of the people who had a problem with The Last Jedi had legitimate issues, and you put us all in the same breath as that 1% of fucking man babies that apparently you guys are above the whole generalizations of entire groups of people. Please keep doing it because this dumb motherfucker is going to be shitting his pants covered in tears when episode 9 underperforms, and I'm going to fucking drink it up like a fine goddamn wine.
You're going to drink up his tears. I say we use it as a mixer.
Season my salad and shit.
Matthias von Habsburg says, been listening to World Class Bullshitters at the gym and in my car. You bastards are always with me. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you for taking us everywhere you go. Do you consume us only on YouTube or do you listen to us over on Podbean?
And after we're everywhere with you, do you also listen to Everywhere You Go with P. Diddy? And if you do, I love you even more. So keep that shit up.
I wonder if he takes us with him into the bathroom.
Please.
I hope.
Hey, you got to poop sometimes. It's a possibility.
Well, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I mean,
neither of them.
Listen to you guys when I take a shit. I'm like, I don't know if that's a metaphor for something, but okay, cool.
He's with his girlfriend and Dion's voice, baby, once again. And she's like, ooh, I'm ready. Dion has that effect.
He's like, I know that from somewhere.
Yeah. We're big in Germany right now. Rhino4563 says, Wonder Woman 2, The Forbidden Dance. Isn't that the Lombada?
I don't know, but there better be a fucking pole involved in singles.
Wonder Woman in, what was that movie, Showgirls? She fights Elizabeth Berkley. Like, Kristen Wiig is some rogue stripper who kills people, and Wonder Woman's like on the job to stop her. She infiltrates.
That'd make that movie watchable.
She infiltrates some shitty Vegas strip club.
That's her. That's yeah. She can fucking like fight Superman, but she's gonna just take time out of her busy schedule and go like save some strippers in a fucking Vegas strip club.
Basically, she's stripperella now.
I'm in.
I'll watch it. Fuck it. Why not?
Let's see. Cavalier 1645. Greetings, world class bullshit. Idris Elba is Forrest Gump and Kendo Hail Thud.
Hail Thud.
Oh man.
I kind of would want to see that.
Idris Elba is Forrest Gump.
Yeah, just because he has to I want him to do the accent too. He has to sound like a retarded redneck. I love my Jenny. That has to happen. That has to happen.
Yeah, because we will definitely
remake that shit right now.
Punt return at Alabama in the fucking mid '60s. That's gonna go well.
I mean, do you think what's funny though? These hypocrites in the media will praise that, but they'll continue to bitch about Matt Damon in that Chinese movie, The Wall.
Yeah,
it's like a double standard. It's like, oh, we definitely support all these things happening in this Forrest Gump remake with Idris Elba, but hey, Matt Damon, a white guy in China, no.
Yep.
Here's how you make the Idris Elba thing as Forrest Gump work.
We're mad.
Yeah, so here's how you make it work. Nobody recognizes Idris Elba as a black guy in 1950s, 60s Alabama. They all just, whatever. And then when they get that scene where he's like there with the students trying to get into the school, the segregation stuff, it's still him in there. And it's like, wait a second. Because then it creates that weird paradigm in the movie. It's awesome.
You fuck with the whole audience. You don't know what's going on anymore.
Exactly.
Let's see, a super chat from DM. This might be my favorite one so far. Idris Elba is the actual Da Vinci Code.
The movie ends with Tom Hanks getting into this room, and it's just Idris Elba sitting there and be like, what's up?
Rax the Hero says, SJWs drove Stranger Things kid actress off Twitter. I heard about that. Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown left Twitter because of some homophobic memes or whatever. They hurt her feelings, so...
Oh, come the fuck on. Like, you're in a popular show. Grow some thick skin. Get over it. Jeez.
Goddamn snowflake kids.
Which the other thing that was silly is that she kind of was billed as like the sassy teenage girl, and then a couple people made some memes, and now she's just like, I'm not on Instagram anymore. It's like, but you wanted to be this like sassy girl that was, talking shit to the other kid, like I don't like kissing him, and it's like, okay, well now you're sensitive now. Okay, got it. Now that we got that under control.
Yeah, I mean, even in interviews, she was like playing that sassy girl, and I mean, I get it. You're a kid, it's whatever. You have attention, yeah, it's fine. But then, like, also understand, like, social media is a thing, and people are assholes on the internet. So, what do you do?
You let it roll off your back, and you move on, and you count your millions of dollars from that fucking TV show.
Yeah.
And then you develop a drug habit. You burn out until your mid-20s, and you become the next Drew Barrymore.
I thought you were going for Edward Furlong there for a second.
No, I want her to have a comeback. Edward Furlong is a lost cause.
Yeah, he is.
Basinski says, I saw another stream of yours. Just wanted to touch on an old wound and say The Force Awakens was absolutely awful, and there is no defense of that film. Thank you.
You're right.
You are 100% correct.
Oh, God.
Dion, do you agree? Oh, Dion's probably in the bathroom. Alpha Terranema says Idris Elba is Jessica Alba in Flipper. Is there a Flipper movie?
Yeah, it came out years ago. I don't know if it's recent or anything, but I remember the one that came out years ago. Yeah.
I don't even remember that one. Holy shit!
Yeah, they're trying to bring back the TV show, and so they made a movie, and they thought if it was popular enough, they made the show again, and nothing happened. So
I want to see Idris Elba in that movie with the kid that saves the whale in the Michael Jackson song.
Free Willy?
Is
Yeah.
Idris Elba the whale?
I want Idris Elba. Yeah, I want him to be Free Willy. So like you just CGI Idris Elba as a whale. It'd be awesome.
Okay, all right. Here's okay. I'll one up you. Idris Elba as Jaws in Jaws.
Dude, that's even better. You could release him as a double feature.
What about Orca Killer Elba?
Oh my God, there's a triple feature. Fuck it.
The real Callum Anderson says the Disney critic has proclaimed that he will not subscribe to this channel. A real blow to the fight against bad entertainment. Sarcasm. Yeah, Ethan brought that kid up. I don't care, man. Like, he can dislike me all he wants. It doesn't bother me one bit. I'm glad he's looking for his attention. I'm sure the 5 people that'll click on his videos from hearing his name on here will, hurt my feelings or something. You know what? If you're in to check him
totally.
out,
I know we're gonna have a big cry fest later. It's gonna be horrible.
Yeah,
Lots
Dion's
of
got
people hate us.
the
I don't know how to
Prozac
sleep
for
at
us.
night.
Hey, I only take Prozac if I can snort it. Okay.
That's true. You gotta go up the nostril with that stuff. It works faster.
Oh yeah.
Super chat from Really Good Chef. I'm always pushing for Steve Buscemi to play an aging Spider-Man.
You know what? Yeah. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Spider-Man 2084.
He's just like sitting there on a chair in his room in Aunt May's apartment or whatever it is, and he's just like smoking a cigarette wearing a Spider-Man costume.
He's got a gut.
Can't fucking do this anymore. Yeah, can't
Aunt
fucking do
May's
this anymore.
He has like a sidekick or something. He thinks he's talking to Aunt May. He's like, Aunt May has been dead for 28 years. I don't give a shit. He just like starts
It's
flipping
like a
out.
Psycho crossover.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't even hurt a fly, but he'll eat one because he broke his shit. Somehow J. Jonah Jameson is still alive, talking shit about him.
He's got the same haircut and the mustache.
Parker.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I love him in that role so fucking much.
I do
Oh
too.
my
I miss
God.
him. Loki07 says Wonder Woman 1984. Everybody's got AIDS and shit.
Cocaine and AIDS. That's what you call it.
Cocaines?
Cocaine's.
God damn it. God damn it.
I'd wear a Cocaines t-shirt.
Jeff,
Oh
make
my
that
God.
shirt.
We need to make a man baby army shirt and wear that for celebration. If we could sell like 1,000 of those and just give out those shirts everywhere. Everyone just rolls in with a man baby army shirt.
Well, I mean, we are going to a Star Wars event next year. I think we need shirts for our fans, Jeff.
We'll definitely have that. Don't worry, guys. We got all the bases
Go ahead and
covered.
wire us each $100 tonight and just say I want that shirt. We'll totally make one for you.
We're professionals. We don't accept wire transfers. Aaron Cook, have you watched Boo Fire's dramatic readings of Raylo fanfics? I have not. Have you guys?
No.
Nope.
But I'm still waiting for some Lando L3337 fanfic. I'm waiting for that right now.
Oh, I'm sure it's out there already. And I will.
Well,
find
we're
it.
gonna need a fill-in episode when we go to WrestleMania and Fan Access and Star Wars Celebration next year. So,
oh my God,
and
we're
4th of July
we're
coming up
gonna
this
need
year.
but we're gonna need like 2 fill-in episodes.
oh wait, it's 4th of July on a Thursday.
Let me
No, it's a Wednesday this year.
It's a Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do a fill-in for it. We'll talk off air. That's behind the scenes stuff.
Yep.
Down forward punch.
Right.
Idris Elba is moist, or excuse me, or Idris Elba in Moist Willie. And Krasinski said, "Unzipped pants, free Willie." Damn it. Oh, I mean, the Idris Elba joke has run its course, but I liked that it happened on this show. I'm very happy with it.
He's not a bad actor. That's the thing. He's actually
oh my
a really
God!
good actor.
Oh
too.
my God! Somebody just tweeted Idris Elba as Admiral Haldo, and they put a picture on there. Holy shit! I'm gonna send this to you guys because it's glorious.
Folks, the contest is off and running.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Well, hey, Dion, while Nick sends it, I got some good news for you.
Oh, what's that?
Zack Snyder says the real Doomsday still exists in the DCEU.
Oh, fuck you, Snyder. You fucking weasel, backtracking piece of shit. Fuck you. Oh, now he still exists? Now you're thinking about Doomsday. You can kiss my black ass. Fuck you.
That's how you really feel.
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
That motherfucker will do anything, literally anything, to stay goddamn relevant because he knows that his shit didn't work out. So now he's gonna come back and go, "Oh hey, don't worry, Doomsday is still alive." Like motherfucker, how you didn't give a damn enough to make him an actual cool character? You wanted to turn him into a quasi Lex Luthor fuck baby between him and Zod, but now you want to plant the seeds for an actual. You had a chance with Doomsday, you piece of shit, and you ruined it. You ruined it. Why? Not because the fans suck, not because it was difficult time for you with all that bullshit. You suck. That's why. And you can kiss my ass. Everybody can tell him I said that shit.
Nick, who made this image? We have to give them a shout out on air.
Oh, I retweeted it. Hold on. I'll look it up because I just looked at Twitter and I was like, that's fucking good. Let's see. Yeah.
So I will share this for the viewers today. There we go. How's that? There it is.
Oh shit.
Idris Elba.
There you go. There's some information.
There we go. He just hold it.
That is so. I'm gonna have nightmares.
You're welcome. By the way, that came from Galad Payon, Captain. Oh, that's a Star Wars character. Pelion. So thank you, Captain Pelion, for your tweet with that. I hope Idris Elba sees it himself.
Tag him
so
in.
He's tagged. So Nick, I've been wanting to ask you a question all week too. What do you think about the Halloween trailer?
Ooh. I have a little more faith in it after watching the trailer. I watched it like 8 times. I was like, this is good. This is pretty good. It did have a lot of like one thing I didn't like about the trailer is that they kept showing things that happened in the first movie a lot, and I was just like, oh, are they doing that whole like Force Awakens thing where they just kind of reference the first movie a lot in this one, and hopefully nostalgia gets you to like it. Like I really fucking hope not. But like there's enough new stuff in there. There's enough weird stuff in there that's happening. I think it'll be okay, especially with I guess the 2 English documentary filmmakers, and he pulls out the mask and he shows them in that courtyard, which is fucking weird as shit, but it's okay. But yeah, like when he pulls out the mask, I'd issue with that because it's the whole Rob Zombie thing over again. It's like, where did you get the mask? And like it's been so many years, and it's latex, and it shouldn't be that fucking good. So.
Well, no, the Rob Zombie one was kept outside under a shed. This one, he was apprehended by the police right after the first movie. It says it in the trailer.
Okay, yeah. So then maybe the mask is in some sort of like airtight bag and evidence.
Probably in a plastic bag and evidence, like they, keep everything else in evidence.
True. So yeah, I mean, I hope it's the case. But like, I saw that mask, I was like, are they doing that shit again? But I don't know. But it looks good. It looks exciting. I do love that Laurie Strode has been like training every fucking day to kill him. I do love that so much. So we'll see. I know it's going to be a lot of people who are going to go see it. You, me, some other friends I know. Like it's going to be like a crazy day of just watching that movie.
I don't think you'll be able to see it that first day, and neither will I, because that's the weekend you're going to be up here for my 30th birthday.
Oh shit! Is it really?
Yeah, maybe we'll just go see it together.
Yeah, we'll just go see it together.
We can pull it off.
Yeah, we should. We'll all get shit-faced and go see Halloween, and we'll take an Uber back somewhere else. Keep drinking.
There we go.
I'll bring my outfit and my mask. I'll be that guy. It's fine.
By the way, Dion, somebody requested that you and I do a live stream where we tell our old college stories.
Dude, I mean, do they got enough time for that shit?
They want a specific 2-hour stream of us.
Oh okay. God.
Yeah, so it's
I
happening.
might end up going over, but that's cool.
Oh, it can go as long as it needs to be. Real quick, Cesario JPN or Cesario Japan says, have you heard about Vertigo Comics going SJW? I heard about Zoe Quinn getting a book over on at Vertigo, which is DC's imprint. I don't know why these people are doing this shit in comic books. It doesn't work.
Dude, that really sucks because Vertigo was awesome and they were dark and they were cool and it was good. But if they're going SJW, fuck them. They'll die. It's okay.
Go woke, go broke.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think they're just they're probably gonna keep a leash on. I if anyone knows how much good shit sells, it's fucking Vertigo. I really can't see them doing. I'd be amazed if they probably sat her down and said, "Listen, this is what you're expected to do. You have to stay within these lines. Don't go off doing that shit that you pulled before." I like I said, if there's one company that'll pull that shit in, it's got to be Vertigo. I'd be amazed if they pull that shit.
Well, the thing is, this woman's not known to be a comic book writer. She was originally like a suicide girl who flopped out of that. Then she made a really stupid video game called Depression Quest, and the rumor was she slept with guys for positive scores. Then the whole Gamergate thing came out. That's like 4 years ago. It's in the past, but the internet never forgets. And now she's working in comic book.
She's a really shitty person.
Yes, everybody can just go look up the Gamergate thing. People are trying to make it about, being against women in gaming. Most people like me felt that if she sleeps with somebody to get a good score, where's the ethics in the game journalism?
Oh, don't forget too. Remember when she made that made her game? It was a goddamn dumpster fire. Someone else had to step in and finish the thing because she didn't know what the fuck she was doing.
She just wanted to get involved with it because it was the cool thing to do. Maybe she's patient zero in this whole SJW thing. Like,
oh my god, that'd be crazy as shit.
That woman.
Holy shit.
And then Anita Sarkeesian comes in and everything just spawns from that and it festers and it's ruining entertainment. I mean, they got the comic books, they got the video games, they got the Star Wars. What else can they get?
They got the wars, man.
They got the wars.
Game over, man. Game over.
Speaking of the wars, guys, make sure that you come back on Saturday night at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Return to the Jedi watch party. It'll be like this, but it'll be focused solely on Return to the Jedi. We got another super chat from Basinski. I was thinking, maybe you guys touched upon this, but Rian Johnson using subversion is an unconscious deep cop-out for him to cope with his lack of quality as a director and being an utter plebe.
Ooh.
That is a good thing, or a good way to spin it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good way to spin it. Yeah, maybe Rian Johnson has a lot of, what's the word, the phrase, cognitive dissonance going on upstairs. He just can't handle it, so he's just throwing out shit to help himself sleep at night. Maybe he goes home and he cries his little round head to sleep.
He very well might. He seems like a sensitive boy.
And then him and his husband go to bed, and
that poor basketball-headed motherfucker.
Somebody also said Halloween got retarded in the 90s. Yeah, Halloween did get retarded in the 90s.
Hey, I don't care what the fuck you say. Resurrection is gold. Shut up.
That came out in 2002, so the 90s got...
Well,
I was making sure.
It was the 90s, motherfucker.
You know what? Go watch The Faculty, Nick, and enjoy your shitty teen horror films.
I will. I love
The Elijah Wood. You shut the fuck up, dude.
I love The Faculty. It's got Selma Hayek and Famke Janssen. Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
Got a young Usher and
yeah, I go for the hot women. You go for Usher.
Hey, man. the dude sings to my soul.
Do it my way.
Club.
What I say goes.
Oh, my God.
Let's see.
He got herpes now, too?
Yeah, he's herpinated. He's joined the Rihanna.
He's got herpes He's got like eight illegitimate children as well. I don't know.
Usher's got the herpes.
They got herpes too.
Dion,
That's
that's
your
what
way out of this one, bitch.
we need to do that for a skit show. Usher got the herpes. You play Usher. And you just
Baby, I got it bad. My lips itch.
I got it bad.
Dude, we can make a music video. We can make a music video. It can happen. We can do this.
Oh my god, we gotta
Just
do
me
it.
shitty dancing in like an open button-up shirt.
It's got that drip itch. It fucking burns when he piss.
Zorant00 says, "Is World Class Bullshitters going to do a review on The Incredibles 2?"
No.
Probably not like this. If people see it, like if we see it, we may talk about it in passing, and maybe I'll isolate an audio clip. But I was talking about it on yesterday's morning stream. I don't plan on going to see it right away. Honestly, I don't have time this weekend. We got the Patreon hangout tomorrow for This Is Spinal Tap with Brian Late. And then we got Return of the Jedi Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm taking the day to go hang out and watch wrestling. So there will not be an Incredibles review this weekend. If anyone catches it in our group, we'll definitely talk about it. And by the way, if anyone that's on our Facebook page catches it, write a review and engage the discussion that way, and we'll check it out and talk about it that way. Break All Day says, "This should be DC's lack of moist." Oh god, the moist is back. Every time that branded moist guy comes in, I go, god damn it. Oh god, Break All Day is rolling in with these super moist chats. He says, Moistgate and Hollow Moist. Those both sound like vaginas. Her Moistgate is Hollow Moist. I dig it. There's a lot of talk about the Avengers Part 4 title and how Kevin Feige's come out and said that Captain Marvel's going to lead.
Oh, jeez.
I am worried about that. What are you guys thinking?
I'm not. I mean, like I said, I have faith in the process. I just am not a huge fan of Captain Marvel, especially the last few years. But I have faith in the process, and even so, I don't necessarily. Again, with the Russo brothers doing it, I got a lot of faith in them trying to stick to what they did for Infinity War. I don't think that the sequel will be so heavy-handed Captain Marvel as they're saying. Especially when they got to wait for the Captain Marvel movie to come out. So I just like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'll go on record saying that I believe in the process.
Well, remember though, they're able to make us hate our favorite thing in Star Wars, Dion.
That's true. But
I want to be wrong here. I want to be wrong.
No. And again, I think you end up will, but like I said, if there's one shining pillar of light in all this bullshit, it's been the Russo brothers and it's been Kevin Feige. And I really don't. And again, with him saying lead, I think that he's being a little bit general in terms of, like, she might be one of the, like resistance or counterpunch guys in Infinity Gauntlet or whatever the hell it's called. But I don't. She's not going to be, the quarterback of this whole thing. It just they know that wouldn't make sense story wise. And like I said, I believe in the process.
What if Kevin Feige was the ultimate troll and he knew how to sell the movie to these weird people online? So he says this shit to get them excited, and then he has people like us that are like, "Oh, come on, I hope it's not that bad." And then we get there and it's not that bad, but he already got those crazy SJW people's money in the process.
Absolutely.
What if he's
great?
Yeah, I guess I should have faith in it, but you never know. You never know with Disney in control. Break All Day, another one from Hollow Moist Weenie. Ew.
Well, I mean, also look at the past two movies, and I mean, they've never been heavy-handed. They've never been, well, I mean, Black Panther was a little there, but I mean, that's like only a small touch of, like, out of all the almost 20 movies that we've gotten where they've been kind of a little, preachy. But other than that, I mean, they've been fine. They've been good. They've been great movies. I think we're in good hands. We're going to be okay. I mean, maybe they'll do that shit in Phase 4, but not right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Dion on this one. I'm taking the wait and see approach.
Yeah,
I have faith that since they haven't completely boned us with it yet, they're not going to.
We need to have like a challenge thing, like if that's the case, we owe each other something. Like let's have a wager.
A Dukes Brothers bet.
I want more than a Dukes Brothers bet. I want something like oh no, I get to watch Kendo chug another bottle of Maker's Mark or something.
Oh god!
You want to play for blood? All right.
Yeah, dude.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Cass Binus says Ryan Johnson was great in the Garbage Pail Kids movie.
A very underrated film.
Somebody says he looks like an adult boy. That's my favorite description of Ryan Johnson, an adult boy. He looks like an actual man baby.
Maybe that's where he got the idea from. Yeah.
Yeah, he is projecting. I hope they kind of push the Avengers up a couple weeks like they did Infinity War. So maybe when we're in Chicago, we could go all see it together, or all go see it together. That'd be incredible. Because Dion, you and I, for as much as we love these movies, we've only seen one together in theater. Two.
Yeah,
Captain America 2 and
Captain
Iron
America,
Man 2.
Yeah, Avengers.
Yeah, that's it's got to change.
Agreed. Well, I guess we can count Iron Man 2.
No, we do. We saw it in theaters and we watched it on bootleg in my dorm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel bad that we watched a Russian DVD rip because we paid to see it in theaters 4 days later.
Yep.
Was it in Russian?
Yeah, well, the subtitles were.
Oh.
So, Nick, Kendo, Dion, what do you guys got in terms of news? Anything?
Let me see what I got. Let's see here. I have Domino's is fixing America's crappy roads for pizza safety. That's pretty embarrassing.
Oh boy.
So what's happening is that Domino's put out this thing on their website where they have a camera inside of a pizza box that's shaking up and down because America's roads suck. So what they're doing is that they're paving over them and putting the Domino symbol and saying, "Oh yes, we did." So so it's free advertising for them, and they're spending the money to fix potholes. From what I'm reading right now, they fixed 5 in California, 8 in Texas, 40 in Milford, Delaware, and 150 potholes in Athens, Georgia.
So they fixed every pothole in the state of Delaware because it's like a blink and you miss.
Yeah, I'm about to say. So that's what's happening right now. Domino's is just like, all right, I feel like Domino's is pulling like an Elon Musk almost. Like they're doing just some weird shit just to get like notoriety and stuff, and they're just trying. They're doing a good job of it. Like their marketing is fucking amazing.
Well, real quick, speaking of notoriety, we got to give notoriety to our 2 super chats. First off, from Chris Prasa, thank you. Hey guys, what about Feige saying there will be a gender non-conforming character in Spider-Man: Homecoming 2? Are those real words?
What? A gender non-conform? What? So it's just going to be a ghost? It's just gonna be a ghost.
It's funny. There was that old saying: you can skip the odd-numbered Star Trek movies. Isn't that how it goes, Dion? You can skip the Spider-Man movies from Marvel and Sony. Like it's pretty much with shit like this. It's like, oh, well, I want to see the Avengers and all the big team-ups. That's cool. You can definitely skip the Spider-Man film. You can skip most of the Thor movie or whatever too. So,
and again, like what is this character gonna do? So people, all the lowbrow motherfuckers can get excited, but if it's just another kid in this high school that's there for 5 minutes, like what the fuck are you guys gonna get moist about it, or because he sure shit ain't doing it to one of the main characters? I can promise you that, because they know it'd be a random thing that would have no place, let alone something that could be explained in the goddamn movie.
Yeah, I don't know why these movies have to be a platform for whatever. Even if you want to say, oh, it's meant to represent the real world. Well, that, what is it, like? Isn't it 0.1%?
Something like that.
Like, that's what pisses me off about that. Like, it represents people. It's like no one starts a conversation with, hey, I do not identify as male or female. Hello, Peter Parker. I am Daisy, man, woman. Like, no one says that. Like, you don't know. You don't know until you talk to a person. So if you say that before the movie and it randomly comes up, you have to treat it like anyone else. Like there would be something to get over that awkward silence. And if you want that awkward silence in your film, you'll just have them be like, oh, well, yeah, I like men and women, and I'm neither. Like some weird shit. And then the movie would grind to a fucking halt.
If anyone ever
get a bottle of bourbon, that's what I'm going to identify as. I'm going to be a bottle of bourbon.
Dion, if somebody started a conversation with me like that with me, I just walk away. I'd be like, nope. I wouldn't even say anything. I would just leave. There's no reason to continue that conversation. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just an indicator of things that come. It's all downhill from that stupid opening.
Well, like, and even in the people talk about the real world, like, you know, having a job. You know, there are plenty of people where I work. So there are lesbians. There are a couple gay dudes there. Like, and I don't know because, you know, I don't know until like we're at a function or I see them somewhere and it's just something that you pick up, like they're with their significant other, or like, you know, you're in a conversation and it comes up and naturally, like you're telling a story. Like it doesn't just pop up where it's a part of their introduction. That's so because people don't act like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's so weird to be like, oh, well, yeah, in our next movie, we're going to have someone that's, you know, gender, binary, cyborg, non-conformist. And it's like, okay, so you're telling me this. So when the movie comes out and you force it in there, everyone's just going to be like, what the fuck? Oh, okay, now can you go fight Scorpion, please? What the fuck are we doing here?
As long as it's Miles Morales Spider-Man, I'm okay with it.
It's just so dumb, man.
Well, no, like we were talking about this last night with the Cobra Kai thing. There's diversity in that whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Like the new Cobra Kai kids are all diverse.
Yeah,
they don't, and none of it is like, it's never, you know, brought to light or like shine a light on, or just, you know, like it's just something that happens naturally, you know, and it just everybody rolls with it, you know. It was
funny
because they're original. Like the kids that are different are original characters.
Yeah,
like they didn't randomly turn. You know, they didn't randomly say, well, Mr. Miyagi was bisexual. Like they didn't randomly throw that shit in there. They had these kids who they were just part of the story. Like,
yeah, it gives a whole new thing to wax on, wax off.
Yeah, that's more jack on, jack off than wax on, wax off. But like they were original people. Even that's what I loved about Deadpool 2. It's just like, you have a problem with me being. He's like, no, I just didn't think anyone would want to date you. Like that, immediately bring it up and then shoot it right back down. Like that was like that shit works. It's not preachy.
No, I did like how Johnny's like, no never means no, except for physical stuff. It's like you covered your ass with the rape charge, because that crosses every generation. Like, you don't go down that path. But, you know, you're persistent to get that date. So it all worked, and I'm glad his. I'm not going to spoil the end for the people that are going to watch it. So listen to the Patreon thing at your own discretion, but make sure you watch Cobra Kai. So
they become ninjas and defeat ISIS. You heard it here first.
Basinski, I super chat like a madman. So, Basinski, I super chat like a madman, so bear with me. That's cool. But the Holdo actress is in the first Jurassic Park looking at the Brontosaurus scene, super surprised it was her, gazing upon her future neck length in the West Jedi. Oh my god. Burn.
Yeah, apply ice directly to burn.
Ouch. Break All Day says Spider-Man moist coming. And Break All Day also said moist on, moist off.
Oh my gosh.
So Nick, what else did you have to share?
I have another Halloween related article. Somebody has made a Halloween choose your own adventure game.
Nice.
What you do is you watch part 1, Halloween 1978, and then you branch off to Halloween 3, Halloween 2, 1981, Halloween 2018, 20 years later, or Halloween 2007, where you kind of start over.
Oh my god!
If you choose part 2, then you go on to then your choice is: do you want more of this? Do you want Laurie Strode alive or Laurie Strode dead? If you want her alive, you watch H2O and Resurrection. If you want her dead, you watch 4, 5, and 6.
Can we? Do we have to forget about Halloween 3?
Yeah, actually, yeah, because like Halloween 3 is like its own branch. It's like, no.
I love Halloween.
It's just like it's like Halloween 1 and Halloween Season of the Witch. So yeah.
Don't wear the pins.
Change the channel.
But no, this is on oldpalmarcus.com. He made this. He did an article about it, and it's really hilarious. I recommend everybody read it and check it out. If you play the game, tweet us, let us know, and tell us what you thought of it.
By the way, Brett Legg is drunk, so thank you for showing up to the party drunk, Brett. Now it's a party because you're here.
Yep.
Smooth California Arcade, thank you. Thoughts on Disney possibly losing out the Comcast with the Fox deal and the idea that Star Wars is not making as much money as they thought and it costed them Fox?
Yeah, because I think Disney is going to buy Fox for like $55 or $58 billion, and now Comcast at 60. They're doing $65 billion for Fox. So yeah, it's getting a little dicey. It's getting really interesting though.
The funny thing for me is every like internet fanboy keeps pulling up pictures of the X-Men and saying, imagine the X-Men in the MCU. It's like, imagine Disney owning everything. It's the fucking end of the world if they own it all. It's not about Deadpool showing up in a Spider-Man movie because it's not going to be the Deadpool you know and love. It's going to be about Disney controlling the back catalog of movies that Fox owns. It's not a good thing for anyone if Disney has too much power.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, it seems like...
Oh, good.
I was gonna say, it seems like Fox owns Hulu or a portion of it,
as well as Disney. Because all the Disney stuff's on Hulu.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. It's gonna be Hulu might get fucked up too in the process. We'll see.
We'll find out.
And that's the thing too, right? Like I understand wanting all of Marvel under one roof. I get that. I really do. But you don't want Disney, again, to own Marvel and fucking Star Wars and Pixar. Like there's nothing. Will we get big budget movies where some of them are good? Of course. But everything's going to be under this Disney. Disney's not going to take risks when they get shit like Deadpool or X-Men. You know, they're not going to take risks if they get, you know, a lot of other titles under 20th Century Fox that can't be told through the eyes of someone who wants to sell them to children, and it's not a good, you know, it's not good for fans. Yeah, sure, you know, Disney will make a boatload of fucking money going forward, but for us as fans, I don't want to see, you know, Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool be portrayed as this fucking family-friendly, harsh PG-14 fucking character. I don't want that. I don't want to see, you know, Wolverine be diminished to this, you know, Papa, you know, big Papa character that's fathering all the goddamn children when he has all of his shit figured out, and you never see him cut someone's fucking arm off. I don't want to see that shit.
Kids, it's Logan. Eat your peas.
Yeah, it's like Jesus. I don't want them to randomly bring Blade into it, and it's fucking, you know, essentially it's the dad from fucking Family Matters with sunglasses on. I don't want to see that.
Listen, kids, don't ice skate uphill.
Carl wouldn't slow his blade. You know what? I hope Fox loses out for Marvel goes to fucking all of it. I just want it all under Disney's roof now.
Yes.
Fucking Reginald Bell Johnson.
Yes, we want that. When do we want that, Jeff?
Now, goddammit!
That's right.
Oh my god. 007 Cloud says, stop fucking up Spider-Man. I agree 100% 007 Cloud. And Obi-Wan 27883 says, Disney, Fox, and NBC each own 33 1/3% of Hulu.
Oh.
I was not aware of that. So if you had a chance, but they don't have a chance, insert Scott Steiner meme there.
There you go.
I like Hulu as is. I think their movie selection's kind of shitty, but their television selection's on point, and they have a lot of good other stuff. So if it becomes like all Disney, I guess I'm gonna have to leave it.
Yeah, I might have to buy Netflix again, which is fine. Then it's just like, oh fuck you, Disney. I'm tired of it.
I haven't watched. I watched The Toys That Made Us on Netflix recently, and Dion, I suggest you watch the Star Trek and the Star Wars episodes.
I agree. I should totally watch that.
Because I know when they show the Star Trek toys from the Next Generation, I just thought Dion owns a lot of those. Those are shitty toys.
Well, still, that's not the point, dude.
Zorant00 says, if Blade is Carl, then who is Steve Urkel?
We'll just get Julia White anyway.
Jaleel White can play a palette-swapped Whistler. I don't know how that'll work.
Oh my god.
But a palette-swapped Whistler will work. How's that?
That's fine.
So it's funny that they brought up the Disney Comcast thing because now there's a rumor from Screen Rant that says Disney and Comcast may end up splitting Fox's assets.
Oh, jeez.
It says that industry analysts are suggesting that 21st Century Fox assets could be divided between Disney and Comcast. This approach would see Comcast gain Sky as an international distribution system, while Disney would take the rest. God damn.
Dude, I don't see anything good coming from this. I really don't.
No,
I don't want Disney to.
Why is Fox the bastard child in this divorce hearing? Like,
that's a really good question.
like,
Fox wants to go full sports, man. They're just like, fuck it.
Man, that's fine, but I don't know. I mean, sports as far as I've seen, I think it's failing. I mean, football just keeps going down and down and down and down and down. So I don't know why they want to stay in sports. That's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, overall, sports are, there's soccer and, combat sports are a big thing, especially now that Fox is getting into wrestling now. I mean, I understand them wanting to do that, but you want to give up all these properties that are, if done right, huge cash cows. And it's just weird. And again, hopefully they go with Comcast. I'm not a huge fan of Comcast, but but it's weird that they just want to give all that up to, of all places, Disney. Like, if you give it to Disney, you aren't getting that shit back.
Never.
That's what bothers me about it. Like, you give it up and they ruin it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, somebody's screaming at us that ESPN, Disney, ABC, Lucasfilm, they're all down this quarter in terms of profitability. So,
oh wow,
oh yeah, dude, ESPN's been taking a beating.
Oh, they've been firing people for the last 2 years,
something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
layoffs every 6 months. And it's not just like Jimmy the fucking water boy, page. It's always a well-known broadcaster or journalist on their thing. There's several of them that get let go. So it's been regular at ESPN lately over the last couple of years. They've been letting big names go.
Didn't a lot of people get pissed off at their political slant a couple months ago? Like, didn't that lose a lot of viewers or something like that? Wasn't there some controversy around that?
Well, it depends on what news media outlet you read. If you read ones that will tell you that, then yes. If you read something like a Deadspin that says, well, it has nothing to do with it.
Well, it doesn't, because, a couple months ago, you had Jamel Hill said something about Trump, which was dumb because they fired he's a crazy bastard. They fired Keith Schilling for something similar, 8 months before that. So then they suspended her, and all that shit, and rightfully so. Where you are, you can't, if you believe something all the time, you believe it all the goddamn time. The thing is, they're getting their asses whooped by the internet. So a huge example of that is the national championship game, 2 years ago was a great fucking game. ESPN is doing this weird shit where they're showing the game, but they're doing these live streams of people talking about the game at the same time. And no one, and they spend all this money for Sports Center, they're essentially the CNN of sports, and nobody's watching. So,
I'm sorry. Somebody sent me, I got to read these 3 super chats, but somebody sent me the dumbest article ever. Netflix film crews banned from looking at each other for longer than 5 seconds and #MeToo crackdown. Is this?
Oh no, I think it's a bullshit article.
That has to be a parody. That has to be a fucking parody. I'm like, why would anyone?
If it's from Clickhole or The Onion, it's bullshit.
It's from The Independent.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. Anyway, then let's read these super chats. First from Smooth California Arcade. Speaking of Marvel, I'd rather they were independent or still with Paramount and owning the X-Men. Marvel were successful before Disney. The MCU doesn't need Disney, but Disney needs the MCU. Ooh, I like the way you worded that. But let's look back though. When Iron Man came out, it was a hit. Hulk was fine. Iron Man 2, it was all. I think Paramount was still in charge up through the Avengers, the first one, and look where it got us. So, Disney just came in and marketed it towards the kids and the fucking theme parks and all that shit. Imagine if Star Wars was the only franchise that Disney had that was making them boatloads of money, and they're doing it the way they are now. That would be a really dark time for them in terms of, their revenue.
Oh hell yeah, they wouldn't be as bad as they were in the early '90s, late '80s, but they'd be playing catch up to a lot of fucking studios making billions of dollars making good fucking films.
True. Break All Day tells us that Ethan Van Sciver's Cyberfrog hit $200,000. Good for Ethan.
Nice.
I'm gonna get my copy. Let's see. JSP says, take a good look at what happened to pro wrestling after Vince McMahon out WCW. Perfect analogy. Dion and I have been watching wrestling. Kendo, you've watched it on and off for a long time. But Dion and I have been watching it pretty religiously for about 20 years.
Yep.
And the day that Vince shook hands with Stone Cold and WCW was owned by them, which is the same week. So either way, the week of the end of March, early April 2001, wrestling did die out. After that, when Vince McMahon owned it all, it was the end of the game. No competition, no desire to succeed, and that's just garbage. So I always do look at it like that, and that's a good way to remind people that are aware of that.
Exactly. You have no incentive to get better.
No, not at all.
No competition.
When you think Warner Brothers is going to do something about it, fuck no. They can't even keep DC in check when they're not in that big a danger. They keep messing up every front. So if Disney gets this and everyone just is like, oh my god, the MCU's all together, and then Disney owns all the entertainment, it's fucking done because everything's going to be safe, boring, intentionally diversified to where it's like, oh my god, you can't have more than 3 white people in a movie together type of thing. It's just going to be stupid stuff. It's going to be like, hey, this is what happens when you give Disney all the power. Garbage gets produced. Look at Star Wars. The biggest property ever is turned into a fucking punchline. Those people don't deserve to own that type of shit.
Well, even worse, it's going to be worse than having, forced narratives. It's going to be, you're going to get shit like A Wrinkle in Time, where it's like, let's just put these famous people there, and we'll bank a whole movie around the fact that we have famous people, and then we'll put a random protagonist in it with no thought out story, no understanding, and you watch a movie, go watch it. So many movies will be like that because good and goddamn well they didn't learn from A Wrinkle in Time. Good and goddamn well they're not learning from Star Wars. And if they get and sure, in the short term, we'll all nut in our theater seats when all the MCU's under one roof. But then after that, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many MCU stories that they can tell before everyone just gets fucking bored of it. Like even now, there are people who are bored of it. They want it to just end. Like once the next Avengers movie comes out, I think, they're gonna be done. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting couple of years. Thankfully, we'll be here to report on it, talk about it like that. So there will always be something to discuss when it comes to Disney and their fucking rule over the world. Alpha Terranema says, it's like that scene in The Lost World where Eddie Carr gets bifurcated by the T-Rexes after the other characters dicked around with their baby. I haven't seen The Lost World in probably 20 years. Whenever it first hit VHS, that was the only time I've ever seen the movie.
Super underrated movie.
All I remember is the little girl in her bedroom, and then the dinosaur ran down the street or something.
Oh yeah, I remember the dinosaur drinking out of the pool.
Yep, and then it ate the dog.
Yeah,
he ate the dog.
I told you he needs a nightlight.
And the funny thing now is that if you had that movie where the dog got eaten, there'd be a whole petition against it.
Yeah, even though no animals were harmed in the making of that film. Oh, it's
it's a fucking dinosaur and it's CG. Get over it. So,
Zorant00 says, "In before Disney owns everything. They won't own everything. They can't. They can't own us. It's going to cost them $250 billion to buy world class bullshitters. So they're not going to spend that kind of money." $250 billion split 4 ways is a good chunk of change for all of us.
Can you imagine what they'll change the name of the show to after that too? It'd be like,
I don't give a shit.
At that point, I wouldn't care.
$250 billion. No one's going to ever hear from me ever again.
It'd be like the happy time fun hour. But they wouldn't be able to diversify the cast really at all because we already are. So there's a conundrum there. For
they would add a woman. That's all that would happen. They just add a woman. There'd be 5 people instead of 4.
No, there'd be 4 women and 1 dude. Just random.
Every episode's about how great the Star Wars is under Lucasfilm and Disney. The Last Jedi was amazing. It was so groundbreaking.
Yeah, fuck that. That's I mean, I want my quarter of the $250 billion, but I don't want to get rid of the show at the same time. We'll just start a new show.
We'll just start a new show. We'll take our fuck money and go start a new show.
We'll buy a studio. We'll produce it live. We'll be on camera. Dion and Kendo can quit their jobs and be out there full time. That's the future.
Yeah, damn right.
Baczynski says, yeah, there's only so much you can milk out of Whitey as evil. That's true. Yeah, it's dried up now. Like, there's a reason Luke Skywalker milks the space titty of the cow, because you can't really milk the fans and that kind of shit anymore.
Oh, God.
Anonymous for $5. Thank you very much. In the early 1900s, the theaters were owned by the studios. That was considered a monopoly, and it was broken up. Now look at what is happening.
Well, now the studios own all the entertainment, and the theaters only play their stuff because that's what people want. So
I look at it like ABC and Disney. You know, ABC is essentially one big advertising platform for the Disney brand, and it's one of the worst channels you can watch on television.
Yeah, I had the VOD app for like a minute. I looked at what they had. I was like, nope, there's nothing here I want to watch. Fuck it.
No. I hope the government steps in to do something just about Disney owning everything, because what's going to happen if Disney's got it all? Let's really think about that.
Well, I mean,
it's all in the search, or all in the hopes that they just get their streaming service up and running, and they can put everything on the streaming service.
Well, and also the thing is, you know, with net neutrality and like, you know, I don't know, it's in purgatory. Let's just call it that. That's a thing, and like if they pay off of those networks, and then only their stuff will get shown or get preferential treatment. Hell, they could even own their own fucking internet company at that point and just start getting, you know, touting out like Disney Internet or some shit and selling it that way. So, I mean, it's a really odd, scary time where like these monopolies are just happening around us. Like, look at fucking the guy who owns Amazon. He's worth $100 billion plus. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, Jeff Bezos. That guy could.
Yeah, like it's really weird. Like all these companies all of a sudden have just like we've gotten used to using them so much now that they're just part of our lives, and they're worth like hundreds of billions of dollars now. And it's just like, oh, you guys are taking everything over. Oh shit! Like I heard about Facebook today. Like they're apparently developing more and more apps to integrate like all kinds of shit, like dating and finding jobs and, you know, registering your business on their platform and things like that. Like they're constantly either killing other small businesses or buying them up and, you know, making them part of their thing.
Why the fuck would you want to look for a job on Facebook? That's where you go show like memes and shit. You think you want your employers?
Hey man, that's what they're trying to do, man. It's fucking weird. I don't like it. I agree, but they wanna monopolize the world. That's what they're trying to
do. Trevor RN says new show, second class bullshitters.
If we get her $250 billion, that's what'll happen.
Yeah, you guys can name the name of the show. Let's see, what else did somebody say? Somebody had a really good comment that I wanted to address that wasn't even a super chat. Where was it? First off, Kendo, somebody's going to see Ghost in November. But here's the thing I wanted to talk about. Nice. SJW's Destroying Everything says, I feel like we're coming to a tipping point with all this bullshit. I do too. I really do. I mean, I'm thinking about putting a video together. Type F in the comments if you want me to make it. Basically, I'm going to talk about, like, I'm going to try to find the moment where all this shit got integrated into our entertainment. And it was, like, so poorly done because everyone's aware of it. The best shit to do is, like, trick everyone into believing the way you want them to believe. Not, you know, oh, my God, everybody's woke now and no one gives a shit about the content. Like, there is a tipping point, and I think we're about to reach it because we're all angry with the Star Wars situation. If Marvel does that, people are going to be blowing that up too. Like, it's not good for business. I don't know. Like, is there someone telling them they have to do that? Like, are the people in power that compelled? Are they brainwashed? Are they robots? Are they those lizard people that everyone loves? Are they married to the gay frogs? You know, all that type of stuff. Is that what's going on behind the scenes, guys? What'd you say?
Lizard people.
I don't know, man, but it's gonna be real funny, like Dion said, when like episode 9 rolls around and like it goes the way of Solo, and it just like fucking bombs to shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like that's what I'm gonna love when people remember them calling, like Disney calling them and all these people calling them man babies or shills or racists or white supremacists, and then all of a sudden, none of those people want to show up for episode 9 because they got called names and treated like shit from the higher ups, So it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be real funny.
Party on Civvy says, can't wait to watch this after work. Also, can't wait until Teddy Roosevelt's ghost returns to bust Disney's monopolizing ass with his lever action rifle.
Nice. Godspeed, Teddy.
Thank you, Party, for your chat. And that sounds like an awesome way for Teddy Roosevelt to come back. God, there's a ton of Fs. Okay. Wow.
That'd make a good movie.
Holy shit. You know what? I should turn that into the comic book.
Fuck, dude, do it.
Hold on. You know what? Let me write down Party on Civvy first off, because I don't want to, But here's the thing, folks. This morning on my morning show thing that I was doing, testing out, because I had to drive my mom to work and I was already awake at the crack of dawn, I talked about wanting to do an Indiegogo like Ethan and the guy from Diversity in Comics, because I used to draw and I think I got a bunch of good ideas, and everyone was real supportive of that. So maybe I'll talk to Party on Civvy off air and we'll throw that idea into a comic book. That would be a lot of fun. A lot of Fs. Goddamn lot of Fs. Basinski, X-Men, male to female trans heroes. I would watch that film in a heartbeat. So do you guys want to try to look at more news, or do you want to play that game we talked about?
What other news do you have?
Oh, I have nothing. I thought you might have had more.
Oh no, I'm out, man.
I mean, we can talk about Brie Larson and her fucking call for more film critics of color, and then she also goes, "I don't hate white dudes."
Just like, that's so cringy. Like, what the fuck is happening?
That's like the 90s male version of "But I Have a Black Friend." We need more, critics of color and diversity. But I don't hate white people.
Oh my god.
No, I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. I used to think she was cool. I can't stand her as an actress now.
I was gonna say,
now that she's in the fucking MCU limelight, she's just like, oh, I can speak my mind now and say,
that shit don't stink. I was in King Kong and 21 Jump Street, but fuck those movies.
Yeah. I'm getting my own movie. It should be awesome. Hooray.
We had a super chat from Andrew Falls. Would it be a game changer for you guys if JJ makes Episode 8 a dream sequence while Finn is recovering and he fixes Star Wars with Episode 9?
Nothing will fix Episode 9, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
No, if that was legitimately what I watched on screen, I might go, huh. And if they announced that, or if he figured out early in the movie, I'd be like, huh, this could be interesting. Now, depending upon what happens after it's revealed to be a dream, I don't know.
That's never gonna happen. Part 9 is gonna be shit like the other two, and yeah.
None of us saw the Oceans movie, or did you see it? Right? Dion?
Yeah, I saw it.
You saw Oceans 8?
Yeah.
Pussy.
I mean, I saw that. Wasn't super impressed, but fuck.
Yeah, Dio Brando, you haven't missed anything. There's been no show. We've been waiting on you the whole time.
Yep.
No, but let's play our little game. So it's essentially a game of how well do we know each other. I tasked the guys to write 5 questions related to entertainment, but it's based on things we've said on the show. So you could play at home by answering these questions with us, and we'll confirm the answer. So Nick, Kendo, Dion, who wants to go first?
Nick does.
No, damn it.
You didn't fucking prep, did you?
I kind of did. I hope I did it right. That's the only thing. Is like I don't know if I did it right or not. I hope I did.
At least we gave you an example in the chat the other day. When
I know. I have a. Damn it. Fine.
I'll go first. So
Okay.
Nick can have time to finish his homework. All right, I'll start you guys off with an easy question, and I'll just say name, and then you give it to me. My favorite Ghostbuster is who? Jeff.
Ernie Hudson.
Dion.
AKA Winston Zeddemore.
Okay, Dion.
It's easily Ernie Hudson.
Nick.
Ernie Hudson, man. It's Ernie
Yeah,
Hudson.
that's correct. That is correct. You guys all, I've been on record so many times saying the Winston's my favorite. That's why it was an easy one to start. Here's where it gets a little bit tougher. I've mentioned many times about, oh, that's in my all-time top 10 favorite movies, blah, 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 blah. Each of you needs to give me one of those movies and no copies. Nick.
Top Gun. Damn it.
Rocky.
Dion.
You said all time. You said top 10 is one of the top 10.
Yeah. Anytime I've ever said, oh, that's in my top 10 movies of all time.
It was you just said overall top movies, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I wish you could give me like a fucking, a hard question, but obviously outside of Ghostbusters, what was it? Beverly Hills Cop was one that you said was your top 10. What are your top movies?
Okay, Jeff.
I said Top Gun instantly.
Beverly Hills Cop and Top Gun are in my top 10. Rocky is not.
God damn it.
You're fucking fired, Nick.
I can't believe you guys missed the obvious Hot Tub Time Machine. How many times have I fucking screamed about that thing?
I agree, but I just remember specifically Top Gun and Beverly Hills Cop. I just remember the only reason I remember that's because I was like, yep, that's why he's on this show.
Yeah, and Ghostbusters would be in there too. So, okay, next question. My favorite Bond, Dion.
Oh fuck. Okay, I'll think about this one for a second. Kendo's favorite Bond. Oh, it was Lazenby. Yeah.
Jeff.
Pierce Brosnan.
Nick.
I'm going Pierce Brosnan.
The correct answer is Pierce Brosnan. Dion, you are. I mean, I love Lazenby, but it's definitely Pierce Brosnan. Nick talks glowingly about.
I could have sworn. Okay. I'll secede to that one.
It's all right. You're not losing. That's cool. All right, a little bit tougher. My favorite all-time video game franchise, Jeff.
FIFA.
Dion.
Shit. Franchise. Fuck. Franchise. God, I feel like we were just talking about this shit too. Fuck. All-time favorite franchise. Oh, fuck me. Shit, fuck it. I'm gonna go with Zelda.
Nick.
I'm gonna go with Madden.
Well, oh fuck and fuck me could qualify. FIFA is up there, but Dion is the only one that gets this right with Legend of Zelda.
Damn it, I was gonna say Zelda too.
Shit.
Fuck yes.
I do like to play FIFA, but definitely I will default to Zelda anytime. And finally, the controversial question on the list. Because I've ranked these movies based on which ones I said were the best in order, but I've never exactly, and I kind of may have said which one is my favorite Star Wars movie. Not how I would rank them, but what do you think is my favorite personal Star Wars movie? If you know me, you should figure this out real easy. I'm going to start with Nick.
Empire Strikes Back.
Jeff.
A New Hope.
Dion.
Your favorite Star Wars film? We talked about it during Empire. Favorite one? I think. Shit. I think it's Empire. I think you said it's Empire.
Well, it's a trick question. It's The Last Jedi. No, that's not true. It's Solo. No. My favorite Empire, I said, is the best one, but my favorite is Episode 3. Think about it. What happens in Episode 3?
Padme gives birth.
I hate you.
Well, it was mostly. Well, it's mostly because of that awesome battle and just Anakin whooping the fuck out of people. I'm sorry. Anytime he pops that lightsaber on when that kid says, Master Skywalker, what should we do? And it's like, he's going to slay those children. That is evil, awesome, and then ends with fucking Vader just standing there on the bridge all excited to kick some ass. That's why it's my favorite. I fucking love the dark side.
I don't think he's excited. I think he's doped up because his skin just got burnt to a fucking crisp. But
and people that are doped up on painkillers are usually happy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why that one's controversial because I've never
Why?
really, I don't think.
Who got the most right? Was it me?
Let's see, Jeff, you got 3. Dion, you got 3, and Nick, you got 2.
Fuck you, Nick. You suck.
You don't know shit, motherfucker.
I don't. I don't listen to any of you guys talk. I could give a shit less.
The person that gets like the lowest aggregate score is being kicked off the show in replacement for Loudy, right?
Yeah. We've already discussed this. By the way, we got 2 super chats before we get into the next portion. Party on Civvy says, I've got Twitter with the same name and pick. DM's open. All right, cool. I'll be contacting you when I sit down to write that thing. And Dio Brando says it's relaxing watching Hayden Christensen get roasted alive.
Yeah. That's also good.
Oh, goddamn. Okay, Nick, Dion, which one do you guys want to go next?
Oh, fuck it, I'll go.
All right.
Which actor is my favorite Joker? Jeff?
Oh, Cesar Romero?
Kendo?
I'm gonna go with Cesar Romero.
Dion?
It's Jack Nicholson, wasn't it?
Is that everybody's final answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is Cesar Romero.
I know how much you love fucking Batman 66. That's why I was like,
And he is ridiculous in that role. I fucking love it. Let's see. All right.
mustache.
Let's see. Here's one with choices. If I was gonna watch a movie, which one would I rather watch? Hot Fuzz or Shaun of the Dead?
Shaun of the Dead.
Jeff?
Shaun of the Dead.
Hot Fuzz.
Shaun of the Dead.
It's got zombies and shit in it.
I know, dude. He's a horror guy.
I know. I thought it was a trick question.
No. Why would I do that? That's weird. Let's see. Who is my favorite director?
Oh, Wes Craven. No. John Carpenter.
Jeff?
Robert Rodriguez?
Kendo?
The dude that made the Living Dead movies, George Romero.
The correct answer is Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah!
Ooh.
All right. Who is my favorite character from the original Star Wars movies? Dion?
Next favorite character, the original films. Darth Vader.
Jeff?
Chewbacca.
Kendo?
I'm gonna go with Lando Calrissian.
It's Luke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Fucking whiny farmer boy drinking titty milk.
hey, he saved the fucking galaxy, bruh.
Yeah, but then he turned into a bitch.
By no fault of his own. Anyways. Last one. Favorite 80s band?
Oh, shit.
All right, Kendo, do you know it?
I'm just gonna fucking Hail Mary Tears for Fears.
Dion?
Hall Notes.
Oh, that's going too.
God damn it, those are my 2 guesses because those are the only 2 80s bands I could think of off the top of my head. Fuck. I don't know it, so I'm gonna say Oingo Boingo.
That's the first time they've been mentioned anywhere and probably since the 80s.
It is Tears for Fears.
Hey! Good choice.
Oh, you motherfuckers.
That was me just closing my eyes and fucking heaving a 60-yard bomb. It's just like, ugh.
No, and like Jeff knows why I like that band so much because like their song is the end of Real Genius. Like I love that song so much.
Wait, somebody in the chat is claiming that their mom dated the drummer for Tears for Fears.
What?
Spider Geronimo. Is it the guy that looked like Rick Astley?
No,
I want
dude
to
with one arm.
I want to have you on the show. If you got a picture of it, we'll interview you and your mom. Tell us your whole life story in front of a couple thousand people.
Maybe she still has his number.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so was that all yours, Nick?
That's it, man. That's all I got.
So I got 3 of 5, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I know everybody well enough. Dion, you want to go or you want me to go?
I can go because I feel like you're probably gonna get the majority of these anyway. so I had to think of some hard ones. So I'll go.
See, there's an unfair advantage here. Do we get a handicap?
You get white privilege.
Actually, I did think of a bonus question at the end, so in case you two get it right, that counts as 3 correct questions.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay, here we go. First one, kind of an easy one. What do I specifically want to do to Zack Snyder? And
All right, you gotta name us to answer these, dude.
yeah, Kendo, go ahead, go first.
He wants to punch the fuck out of his head.
Okay, Nick,
Beat him till the white meat shows.
There's that too.
Jeff.
Beat him to the white meat shows, Bob.
Yes, it is. Nick and Jeff is beat him to the white meat. You were very close, Kendo, but yes, it's specifically beat him to the white meat.
I want to say that that's a trick question because there's a lot of horrible things you want to do to Zack Snyder. It's hard to tell which one you really want to do the most.
It's an interesting one. I'll take that into consideration in the final points.
Thanks.
Second question: the woman or the film that specifically got a young prepubescent Dion horny for the first time.
Oh my God.
Nick, woman or film?
Shit. Oh man, I can't think of the fucking name of the movie. God damn it. Cool Times at Ridgemont High.
What movie is that?
That's their sequel to Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Sorry,
okay.
that's what I meant. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Does a black group of bobsledders join the high school?
That's what Ridgemont High got woke in the 80s. They became interracial and desegregated.
Oh, okay.
That's my answer. That's my answer.
Nick or Kendo.
I'm gonna go with Slamilton Hamilton and T2.
Okay. Jeffrey.
Just gonna throw out Sigourney Weaver. That you said woman or film?
Yes, woman or film.
I'll go Sigourney Weaver.
Jeff got that one right. It is Sigourney Weaver. For those who were wondering, it was Alien when she's in her underwear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know the scene he's talking about.
Yeah,
of course you do, because you may have got the question right, but you get me.
Yeah, I know.
Third question. Favorite line from Attack of the Clones?
Oh, fuck.
Kendo. That's this one maybe came up a couple of times. I know specifically came up during the when we watched it together. But anyway, Kendo, favorite line from Attack of the Clones?
I'm just gonna go with I hate sand.
Ooh, good one. Nick?
I'm gonna go with I hate sand as well. I'm stick with that one.
Okay, Jeff?
I'm gonna go home and rethink my life. After being refused some death sticks. I don't know.
Those are all great ones. I love those ones. But my favorite one is we could keep it a secret. Because he just has a thing with his head. He looks like a fucking. Oh, you guys get it. That's my favorite line. Arguably in all of Star Wars. Anyway. Sorry. Next question. Number 4. Favorite Jeremy Piven movie? Kendo.
The one where he sells cars. What's it called?
The Goods.
Yeah, that's the one.
Nick.
PCU.
What one?
PCU.
Clearly, it ain't it. If you had to ask you what the name of the movie was.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna say the Entourage movie.
Okay, Jeff.
We have never discussed Jeremy Piven together, but I'm gonna say Old School.
Ooh, close. Kendall got this one. The Goods.
Hey! Oh my god!
Oh, we never discussed The Goods together.
That was another close my eyes and throw a bomb.
Oh fuck! I think of Ving Rhames over. Oh, God damn, I love James Van.
I knew you knew it the second I said when you said it's cool though. It's cool. Number 5. My favorite part of Evil Dead, and I'll give you a hint, it's the action by the main character. Something the main character does. My favorite part of the original Evil Dead.
The original. Oh God.
Kendo?
Shit. When Bruce Campbell does something.
Okay, specifically.
The thing with the deer head. I'm just gonna go with that.
Thing with the deer head. Okay. Nick.
Cuts his hand off.
Ooh. Okay. Now I'm talking about specifically the first film. Just to clarify.
Okay, but doesn't he cut his hand off in the first film? Or does he not? He cuts his
I
hand
think
off in the
it's the
first
second
film,
one.
doesn't he?
The second one.
Second one.
They
Damn
run
it.
together.
Yeah, they do. No, they do. They do run together.
That one's tough.
Oh my god, because I was gonna say swallow this, but no, that's from part 2. First one.
God damn it.
Now, in your guys' defense, I'll give you a hint. I only say this during the commentaries or episodes where I'm drunk, and I just keep laughing about it.
Well, that's not real specific
shit.
either.
When the person gets their hand chopped off, I don't know.
That's a tough one. No, it's when his girlfriend gets possessed and he's just fucking railing her punching her in the face, and she keeps laughing.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
You don't even need your bonus question.
Yeah,
I know. I'm kind of proud of myself.
All right.
Jeff got 2, but Nick and Kendall both got 1.
That means I'm twice the friend you guys are. Suck
That's
it.
fine. I mean,
no. What was the bonus
Oh.
question? Let's do that one too, since it's there. Why not?
I feel bad, but it was kind of a lead off from the Sigourney Weaver question, and it was probably, now I think about it, it's kind of easy, but my friends know the response. Have you ever been mistaken for a man? Have you ever been mistaken for a man?
No, of you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Vasquez from Aliens?
That was going to be the only thing I was going to say. It was just finish this line. Have you been mistaken for a man?
Yeah, Blue Watcher, we'll do an Evil Dead watch party. So I guess it's my turn to close it out with these 5 questions. Let's see how well you guys know me. I'll read these in order that I wrote them. And I wrote them in the third person because I didn't know how we would ask these on air, so I'm going to act like a douchebag and speak in the third person. According to Jeff, what is the only acceptable movie for a guy to cry in?
Oh, fuck.
It's a specific scene that I'm asking for, too.
God.
Is it when in The Lion King when Simba's dad dies?
He doesn't even watch The Lion King.
It's not true. I've seen The Lion King a dozen times, but it's not The Lion King. Oh, wait, shit. Never mind. Keep going, guys.
Old Yeller when the dog gets shot.
Okay.
No, it's when it's Luke when he finds Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen's bodies in Star Wars.
You guys don't know me very well.
Oh, fuck you.
It's Terminator 2. When the
ending!
God damn it. I think I remember that from the commentary as well.
Shit.
Oh, my God. There you go. So no points to anyone.
That's fine.
All right. This is a very show-centric question. According to Jeff, what is the #1 negative trait about Gwyneth Paltrow?
Her website.
Her personality. She's so unlikable.
Yeah, I was going to say her personality / bitchy attitude.
Technically, Dion's the only one to get it right because she's so unlikable.
Oh, jeez.
According to Jeff, what is the best film of 1988?
88.
I'm sure I know we've gone over this and it's been said out loud numerous times.
Well, Batman was 89. I keep thinking that this is a trick question. But shit, I got a 1988. Best films of 88. I'm gonna go with best film of 88.
Anyone got to guess why Dion's like,
I'm gonna go with Beverly Hills Cop 2.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that too.
7, but I'm gonna go with Beetlejuice.
That is my second favorite film of 1988. The correct answer, and everyone in the chat got it right, Die Hard.
Oh, I thought Die Hard was 87.
No, July.
Damn it.
That's why I didn't guess it. I thought it was 80. I went to 8. Oh, fuck me.
Die Hard was not 1989, Michael Wolf. I'm very
Fucking
sorry.
game sucks.
I thought it was 87. It's probably what I say every time that you say that too.
Yeah, American Trump 421. The fact that they haven't gotten it is shocking. You were the first person. Just goes to show you know me better than my own friends.
Oh, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I also don't have. I also am not trying to pull up Google films of 1988 and
This dude knew. He said it the instant I asked the question. There's
Liar.
no way he could have Googled that.
Well, in my defense, I thought it was 87. So, and I said,
Hey, that's a you problem, Dion, not a me problem.
liar.
Okay. Who is Jeff's favorite TV dad? Nick?
The one from Fresh Prince.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil? Okay, Kendo?
I'm gonna go with Tim Allen in Home Improvement.
Dude from
Dion?
the Wonder Years.
Dion, I have never even seen a single episode of The Wonder Years. Kendo
my
is
God.
correct with Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. And finally, I said this on the live stream this morning, so the fans may know it. What is Jeff's number one guilty pleasure film?
Guilty pleasure film.
Oh, it wasn't when I was listening to it.
Number one guilty pleasure.
That's a.
It's a toughie.
Somebody said Debbie Does Dallas. 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
I mean, I guess those would qualify as somebody's guilty pleasure film, but
I'm not guilty. I don't guilty watching those ones.
About to say, I keep wanting to say Batman Forever, but you don't feel guilty watching that. Guilty pleasure. No, fuck it. I'm gonna go with Batman Forever.
Nick?
Howling Resurrection.
Kendo?
Ghostbusters 2.
Correct
Guilty
answer
pleasure.
is Airheads.
Oh yeah,
I didn't think you felt guilty about watching that.
I know that movie's fucking terrible.
it is.
It is terrible.
I love it. No, it's not Tusk. God damn, I hate Tusk.
Oh, God, fuck that movie.
I know, right? So, folks, if you played at home, how well did you do? How well do you know your bullshitters? Maybe this is a segment we can bring back and tighten it up a little bit. Everyone played. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad. Which one of you guys got the most right about me? Is it
I think
Dion, right?
I think Dion had 2. I had 1. I don't think Nick got any.
No, I got none of them right.
Which, if I'm scoring correctly, Nick finished dead last in this game. So
Yeah, I did.
No, I had one. I had one. Yep, I had one.
Do you pay attention to us?
So, folks, next week.
To me,
you'll
no, I don't. I really don't.
Yeah, we are replacing you with Loudy. I'll call
Coach
him.
Lottie will be back next
He
week.
is Japanese.
Hey guys, it was good while it lasted.
By the way, Ethan's not on this chat, so I cannot play you the Butter song because I do not know it. So I apologize. Oh my God! Take shots when you get them wrong. You know, we'll play it on a weekend when we can do that. 'cause
fuck.
Oh boy.
That's even better. Oh man, we should have that for Spinal Tap tomorrow.
Oh God.
That'd be fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, Dion, we could do it for Return of the Jedi. We could actually ask each other Star Wars trivia, and whoever gets one wrong, take a shot. Oh, we should.
I got a feeling that could be dangerous because it'd be like, who was the second key grapher person on Return of the Jedi? It's
I
like,
wouldn't
fuck,
ask
I don't
that.
know.
No.
I'd be
We wouldn't go that crazy.
Be like,
I would be like,
Dickhead
why
was
did
dickhead.
Lando get recommended to lead the battle on the second Death Star? And Dion would answer with
Battle of Tanav.
Tanaba with a B.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. So you knew it.
Yeah.
So Nick would have had to take a shot. I'll ask you hard questions for Nick to go white girl wasted on us.
Oh my God.
Take a shot every time Ewoks do something stupid. We'd be dead. Oh my God, Dion. There we go.
Yeah, what happened?
Echo.
I know. So, folks, this has been episode 127 of World Class Bullshitters. Every Thursday night, we take a dump on the world of pop culture. And now that we're live, just for the record, we go live every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on this channel right here. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Tell people about us. Get involved in the chat. If you're listening to us over on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, or every other platform that we're on, shoot us an email if you want to talk about the show or stuff like that. You can get in on the Facebook page. You can get in on all that stuff over on Patreon. We got all kinds of exclusive content. We just did our Cobra Kai Roundtable. You're going to get World Class Bullshitters after hours as soon as we're done recording here. There's all kinds of content from World Class Bullshitters that you can find everywhere. Just Google us and you'll find us.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight. We had a pretty good turnout. Thanks to everyone who lit up the super chats. Those are greatly appreciated. It's going to help us do some cool stuff in Chicago next year and help us grow World Class Bullshitters bigger than we ever thought. So do you guys have anything else you'd like to say before we close out this show?
Yes.
Motherfucking Gwyneth Paltrow, you unlikable son of a bitch.
I will be in Augusta, Georgia, the 29th of June during the premiere of Frankenthug down there at Le Chat Noir in Augusta. I will be there with the Buckshot Productions, promoting the film, selling the film, doing a Q&A afterwards, having a good time. Come out and see it.
I'll be back tomorrow in the morning with another one of these morning show things. Like I have to be up this week, so what the hell? Instead of drinking coffee, reading stupid news articles, I'll talk with you guys. We'll hang out. We'll talk about some stuff. So if you're up in other parts of the world at whatever 7:45 Eastern Standard Time would be, come back to the channel and ask me some questions. We'll have a lot of fun tomorrow morning.
I'll be up.
We'll be back tomorrow night, as I said, in just about a day with our This Is Spinal Tap. This is Anal Tap, as we're going to call it for Brian Lape, who's so anus, on his 50th birthday. So make sure you come back and celebrate it.
50 years of anus.
50. Bianally. What's their 50th anniversary called?
Is that gold?
No.
Or
is that your diamond anus?
I think it's 75.
Diamond-sided butt plug?
Well,
Diamond's 25, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I don't care.
I know, like when the Queen was like on her 50th year of the throne, it was like her diamond jubilee. So it's supposed to be like Anus's anus jubilee.
Thank you, Derek. You say Morning Jeff is the best chef. I appreciate it. The Morning Dump. You'll never know. The only reason I won't call it the Morning Dump is because one of my favorite shows, Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard, has the Morning Deuce with Bruce, and that seems a little derivative. So I don't want to copy that outright. Plus, I'm not really going to talk about wrestling unless you people ask me.
The morning bullshit.
All right, I have it here. Okay, fifth anniversary is wooden. 10th is tin. 15th is crystal, 20th is china, 25th is silver, 30th is pearl, 40th is ruby, 50th is gold, 60th is diamond, 70th is platinum.
So it's the Golden Anus Awards.
Yes.
That man's got a real golden anus.
Real quick, two things I want to read that aren't super chats. First off, Michael Wolf, diamonds are for anus. And finally, Idris Elba as me. So next week I will be played by Idris Elba.
Oh my!
Let's see. What's that fucking guy that I hate? Aziz Ansari will be playing Nick.
Oh my god!
Leon will be played by Martin Short.
Oh fuck you!
Kendo will be played by Kathy Griffin.
Oh god!
So, folks, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we should definitely do some watch parties for old WWE pay-per-views. That could fucking happen. I know like 12 people would watch it, but goddamn, it would be a lot of fun. So again, thank you for everyone. Liquid Metal Pro, no. But thank you to everyone, especially you, Blue Watcher, for that last comment. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll be back in just like 9 hours. See you then.